Oh, I absolutely love that song, Chagua la Moyo, Sanaife Itande and Otila Brown right there, playing right here on Good Morning Kenya. Karibu sana to the program. We are still on this entertainment trend, and of course, as we do it every Thursday, which we call the New Friday. You know, Thursday is our New Friday up under Good Morning Kenya. It is everything entertainment. And of course, we'd love to know natupato kiupande gani, so use the hashtag Good Morning Kenya. Check in. It's never too late. Even if we are drawing closer and closer to the end of the program, we absolutely appreciate that you are with us. So right now, we are moving to the next segment. Udaku Sesh. This is our trending topic segment, just getting to share some of the stories, and we also welcome you to share with us your thoughts in regards to this. So one, I want us to start with the most recent incident that we have seen, and this involves Eric Omondi. All right. So you guys remember last year he has been on this conversation about playing Kenyan music and Kenyan content. Started sometime last year. He went to Parliament. At some point he was arrested. Akatulia kidogo, waiting for the bill to be passed and all to be tabled to start with. So up until yesterday, he was escorted to the Parliament building in a transparent case of sorts. Bodyguards of course umembeba na akasema he will set camp there until this bill is passed. Na hata kula, hata oga, atakunywa tu maji mpaka hiyo bill ipasiwe when it comes to playing more Kenyan content on the media. Guys, first of all, what comes to mind ukisikia Eric Omondi?
Cloud chasing.
Cloud chasing. There we go.
Interesting. Yeah. Relevance. Let me just say this even before we get to Mike. I feel like Eric Omondi has gotten at a point whereby there's no more content. Unajua usanii sio rahisi.
So kuna cloud pia unaona hivyo.
It's just like, what can I do to I mean, all these years he has been in the entertainment space. Why hasn't he been championing for playing Kenyan music? This has been a conversation for the longest time.
Shikili hapo di, before I know you're about to go all out on this guy. But let me also hear from you, Mike. When you hear about Eric Omondi these days, what comes to mind?
Eric Omondi, I think, is one of the hardest working entertainers in Kenya. Watu wanasema ni cloud chasing, but this is what Hollywood really is. Working hard. You know, you have to, it's not cloud chasing. You have to be in the magazines, you have to be in the tabloids, and you have to create content to be relevant just before you release your content.
You have to create content. Actually, let me just throw it one way before we get to you.
Cheza kama wewe.
And I think I was telling you, was it on Monday that there's, if you read 48 Laws of Power, I think it's rule number 6 thereabout. I'm forgetting how it goes, but it's something like whatever you can do, whether good or bad, just make sure we get to know about you. Make sure you are relevant. So inaweza kuwa kitu mbaya, nonetheless, bado tunakujua.
But why would you be in the light for something that, you know, why would you get relevance for something that is not good?
Mike said it's Hollywood, but
well, they say there's no bad publicity.
Good is relative. When we're saying good is relative. Because we've seen his content. We all know Eric Omondi's videos. We've watched them on YouTube and online on the social media platforms. So when you say good, it's relative. Depends on who's watching. Because not, you know, the demographics are vast and wide.
But so actually, Eriko amekuwa kwa industry entertainment for the longest time. Mbona hakuwa anatetea hawa wasanii? Na tumesema tu usanii ni ngumu. Mbona hakuwa anaanza kusema venye tunacheza hizo ngoma hizo time when he was still there? Why just now? Me, I feel, let me say again something. It's just like the way we are having a lot of artists going to politics and vying for different elective positions. Good number of Kenyans are saying is because muziki imekuwa ngumu, they no longer have content or there's no money in that space. So which other alternative can we use? And for good number of them, they're getting into politics, as some Kenyans are saying. I think it's the same concept as Eriko. Maybe content in Aisha. So which other way can I be known if I don't look for the issues that Kenyans allied to what I'm doing are facing, which in his case, it is music, artistry, so play Kenyan music.
Exactly. So do you think we don't play enough Kenyan content to that 75? You know, as per even the Communication Authority, 60% is supposed to be Kenyan content. Of every production, every media house, 60% should be Kenyan content. Do you think we are not even close to that threshold?
I don't think we're even close to that. because
Really?
what we see on our TV is quite different. I tend to
Usi burn.
no, I'm talking generally.
Feel free, Mama. Feel free.
Yeah, I think we play a lot of things from outside.
Foreign content.
Foreign content other than our own. When you compare us to Nigeria, I think Nigeria does that more. You know, they have like 75% of Nigerian content. So I don't think we really do that.
D. Ulikuwa umecounter hapo.
D is prepared for this.
No,
and especially considering D, you're also in the film and the art space.
Yeah. And you see, that's why I just want to say this. I think I can't quite remember the years per se, but I remember there was a time in this country where a lot of the content that would air on Kenyan TV were mostly Nigerian content, and that's why you'd find that in the hours between, especially 10 and around 12, and it's like medias were copying from each other. You would watch a lot of Nigerian movies and the likes, but I feel like slowly over time it is changing a bit. I mean, just come to our very own broadcasting house. Tuko na Kenyan movies ngapi hapa kwa hii nyumba? It's quite a number of them. So I feel like it got to a point where Kenyans complain a bit about that, and filmmakers, some musicians, content creators sort of upped their game. We might not be quite there yet, but to some extent I feel like we are doing at least good enough, and this is why to a slow extent we are kidogo embracing playing and putting on air our own content, whether it's music, whether it's film, whatever it is. So maybe hatujafika pale kabisa, but compared to how it was maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, things are changing a bit.
Okay. Mike?
Now, I agree and disagree with Doreen.
Yeah.
I agree with the fact that TV, we've seen a shift in TV. We're seeing more content, more Kenyan content, especially with KBC Channel 1 TV. We've seen a lot of local content, promoting a lot of local talent. But now in terms of music,
Hapo ndo kuna kizungumkuti.
hapo ndo I think there's a missing link somewhere in terms of that shift that we're talking about right now. Vile TV imekuja, music haja follow suit. Na Doreen tu vile amesema tu saizi. Kuna vile we enjoy other countries' music, and what is the reason? Omondi alikuwa anasema, since we're talking about Omondi, alikuwa anasema probably we're not being creative enough. And let me quote Stephanie. Vile Stephanie alikuwa anasema hiyo ni sarakasi, hiyo ni cloud chasing. Omondi alikuwa anasema sisi hatuna Hollywood enough to make us interesting enough to be, you know, to make people curious about the content we provide.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about.
All right. Now, at the same time, there's also been a conversation about, we are, of course, in the political space, and we have seen so many people just, you know, cast their hats, you know, Minata, I'm going to vie for this, I'm going to vie for that. And in this particular case concerning music, actually, Omondi did mention Jaguar and Jalango, you're right? Jaguar has already been there, Jalango is now moving to that direction. Akasema, by the way, I will support you guys. Lakini mkifika huko, mukose to return the favor when it comes to the artists and the entertainment industry as a whole. I will put up a petition to have you guys removed before this 5-year term ends. Na Jaguar akamwambia, by the way, si wasanii waninichagua, ni watu wa starehe.
Okay.
Nataka tuongelele story.
It's tricky.
And then also coming back to, remember the discussion just Stephanie was having just a little while ago. They actually said, what about Kenyan music when it comes to some of the content yenye tunayapkanga huko, quote unquote, dumb.
Yeah.
That was the actual word that an artist used to describe the kind of music that some of the artists are putting out there.
And okay, should I
go for it, ma?
You know, speaking of the music that artists put out here, we come later on to say that this content is bad, you know, the message, the language, but this is what we actually go for. You know, these are the songs that we give views to. So why would an artist come with clean content, good music, and they won't get views at the end of the day? So I think that's why artists go for this, you know, the kind of content that they go for.
You know, I was just giggling as Steph is talking about what she was saying, and I remembered Mubaba.
Mubabes.
And Steph is saying that this is the kind of content we want. You know, why would an artist create clean content yet we don't want to watch that? Why would an artist create a content that makes sense, that has message, yet we don't want to listen to that? So we want to listen to the likes of Mubaba, those things that we do not even see the meaning. But isn't it in a trend?
Exactly.
So is it a question of artists making music for social media as opposed to mainstream media? Because as a media house, we have guidelines to that we operate by. You know, we are guided by the Communication Authority. We have, as journalists, the Media Council of Kenya, we have rules that we abide to, and even in-house rules. So would you say also some artists are putting music without considering some things that media houses or the mainstream production houses could not go beyond?
Well, I don't know. I think it has gotten to a point where we are embracing technology a lot and social media therein. And so it looks like content creators no longer really care so much about mainstream with all the regulations, as long as I can create content that my audience likes. So if my audience likes the dirty content and you'll not play it on radio or put it on TV, I have YouTube. Exactly. I have social media, so I'll just put it there and my audience will get to watch it. So mtakana regulations zenyu, but I'll put it there. And this way you get this, I feel like this is where you get there's like two different divides. We keep saying we want clean content. And most of those that talk about clean content is because they think about mainstream media, they think about radio, and those who would say, content ni ya audience. Because audience ni wale watu wako pale YouTube, you know.
Okay, ni mafans waliniambia.
Yeah, ni mafans wanataka.
I give them what they want.
Tukifunga hii conversation, Mike.
Yeah.
Ninasikia ukitoa tu sauti hapo.
You know, I've been listening to Stephanie and Doreen talk about, you know, clean, dirty, but it's relative. I feel like it's relative because, like I said earlier,
relative to the artist or to the audience?
It's relative. Okay, here's the thing. First and foremost, music. No. I'm not saying. Here's the thing though. Let's start from the beginning. Music is a numbers game. For instance, the biggest artist in East Africa, Diamond Platnumz. Why did you choose Diamond Platnumz? Because you either sell diamond or you sell Platinum, exactly. So it's a numbers game. So when you're looking at the numbers that are relevant these days, it's no longer the CDs that you sell, because no one is buying CDs anymore. It's the number of YouTube subscribers you have. So what is trending on social media is what will sell you as an artist. So that's why I'm saying it's relative. We want these guys to be successful. Why are we, you know, telling them be successful, but towards this limit? We can't do that to these artists.
But at what cost? Because when they give that content, you know, and they're successful, what are the children feeding from?
Now, Akothe said something.
That is another
to quote Madam Boss, Akothe said she is not, you know, your child's parent. Which I feel, okay, here's the thing. As a parent, we are obligated, actually it's our duty to make sure we have parental controls on our devices, on our TVs, on YouTube and all that. So let's not limit our Kenyan content, because internationally it's worse.
Yani in other words, Mike anasema, by the way, hiyo content tuko nayo. Kama ni mbaya, wewe tu toa lakini kwa YouTube.
Sijasema kama ni mbaya, kama ni nzuri. Good. That's why I said it's relative. When I say good, it's not really the lyrics of your songs, it's the melody. That's the main thing I look for when I listen to music. I have no idea what French singers say, but I like Fally Ipupa, I like Hiro, I like Maud Elka. They sing French, but I have no idea what they say. So it's not necessarily about the lyrics. I think what Eric Omondi is saying in terms of good music, it's not the lyrics per se. Eka bidii, eka melody yenye nataka nikisikia hiyo muziki, I'll get up off my seat and dance. It's as simple as that.
You said it.
All right.
To each on their own.
I think, okay, let me not think. Also, you saw a few tweets that guys shared, of course, in regards to this story, because he was trending, man. Kuna moja hapa anasema ati, I just woke up from a dream and I'm telling you guys, Eric Omondi, in the near future, he's going to release a song, mixed Kijaluo and Kiswahili, supporting someone totally different with whom he has been beefing with. So, alafu akeka hashtag clout chasing. Okay, this is it's a drama going back, his racism. But so many people came out to support this move. We also did see John Kerry, the MP, coming to say, by the way, there's a bill that he's going to champion to just keep this conversation going to support the arts. All right, so keep using the hashtag Good Morning Kenya. We will be also sampling your thoughts. Now let's move on to the next story, okay?
Okay.
So we are living in a time where we are seeing the younger generation coming with their own versions of what they think is relevant to them. And one thing that this Gen Z has been really open about is gender fluidity, all right? Side note. Now, let me bring in this conversation about this particular couple. So, guy fell ill, was taken to hospital by the wife, was admitted. So, wife amepiga raundi hivi 1212, coming back, anapata mande makona, kagaldem flani. Akiangalia hivi like this, like that. Kumbe, that's the side chick. So, they get into a fight. And if you actually see that video, the husband who was admitted, he's even in that hospital gown, he's in between the two ladies. The wife ameshika nywele ya side chick sa anaivuta. So mande makapo, let the girl hair go, man. Let the girl hair go. Let the girl hair go. And this got me thinking. We see so many cases where guys take these conversations to the social media platform, wanatuka nana, and you find in most cases, the one who started all that, ata haongelewi. In this particular case, the guy is the one breaking up this fight. The chick and the wife ndio wanapigana. Who is to take the blame here?
See, the man, of course.
Yeah, of course it's the man.
Kwanza mi hata nashindwa.
Why would the wife even attack the side chick?
Me, that's what I even want to say. I do not kwanza understand when you find your person. Kumbe akona kabutu. I do not know. I do not understand why, as a woman, you would lower your dignity and fight the other woman because of this man. I mean, it is the man who deliberately decided, made a choice to have a side chick.
Yes.
So why are you attacking the side chick? Whether it is the side chick who approached him or vice, it doesn't matter. But by the time uko na yeye,
she came to hospital to visit him.
But for me, I think it's the side chick because that disrespect. How are you coming to see?
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you?
So that's
someone's husband. As much as you're dating chini ya maji, you remain underwater if that's your game. But the fact that you're coming to the hospital to see this man and you know the wife is there and the family, it's so disrespectful. So I would understand the wife. It must have been
the guy who told her, "By then, niko sisi skifiti, unaweza pitia like this, like that." All right, thanks, babe.
But I don't know.
Usipiganie wa baba.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike,
I'm just here making some dad noises because okay, we don't fully understand the situation.
Yes.
When we say you know, that lady, she did not have a right to start fighting, she fully knew this guy had a wife.
Yes.
You know, so she made a choice to be in that situation, to be in that location at that particular time, knowing fully well the wife will come visit. So
maybe alijua squeezy throuples exist.
Let me tell you, Mike, whether we know the story or not, you as the wife or you as the girlfriend, wanasemanga, how do they call it? The main person.
Side piece na main piece.
Do not fight the other woman. Just because, whether you will know or not know.
Doreen, let's be practical.
Let me tell you.
Hypothetically speaking, ukawajipata kwa situation kaya umeshikamana.
Akia nani, siwezi kupiga wa boy, siwezi kuchapa.
You won't know.
Sasa mimi. Angali, sasa mimi nijichukua hivi
mzima. Kale unasikianga kakipanda hapa kwa kifua, kanafika hapa na kanarudi.
Acha nikwambie, hasira inanipanda yes, lakini siwezi pigana na wewe.
Unajua kuna vile hasira.
Mimi nazisema kupaswa wewe.
Hauwezi gauge hasira. Kuna vile yeye kuja tu.
Let me tell you, Doreen.
Nothing. I cannot fight with you. No.
Okay, not saying that you're violent, but you know, you get to that point. Maybe this lady, the side chick, trigger, you know, provoked her. You know, this is my husband. Probably my children are somewhere outside. You know, so you just the anger inakufika hapa, you're like,
okay,
I've had enough.
In this situation,
kwa hivyo Steph atapigana huo mdemu.
I'm not saying I'll pigana, but just trying to justify the situation.
Mike.
Now, in terms of blame, I will blame the dude.
Yeah.
You'll blame the dude.
I will blame the dude.
You
But
won't.
let me tell you why I'm blaming the dude.
Oh,
I'm not blaming him for having another relationship. The other lady knows he has a wife. So I think they're adults, they're consenting adults. I'm blaming the dude because he should have called the side chick. Amwambie tafadhali, unajua ni nani atakuja kunitembelea. Usidhubutu hata kutoka kwa hiyo mlango.
Get you behind me.
Basa maybe alimwambia lakini ule pia kichwa ngumu tu asikiangi.
Akasema no, I have, you know, my love.
But I love you.
I have to see you.
But me, let me tell you, as a woman, do not beat the other woman because of your husband or because of that boyfriend or fiance. Do not empower that man to that extent. If he's choosing to have the other person, he deliberately chose. It is his decision. You have no business beating, slapping, asijui. Kunadi wale uchukua contact of the other. Why do you do that?
Maybe you want to beat each other later on
kind
or
of
something.
things.
Maybe you know the man was in a bad position, so maybe she would have beat the man, but akatoa frustration kwa side chick now that she's there.
And actually, when you look at that video, utaona he's protecting the side chick. Anaambia wife yake, let the girl hair
Sasa
go.
huyu
Ukiangalia hadi anachapa mkono ya wife, wachana na nywele yake.
Okay, there's also this other situation. What are the laws of Jamaica in terms of, you know, having a second wife?
Actually, when you just read about that story, there's some comments that were shared down there. There are people saying that this is something that happens so much in that particular place. Okay. It is kawaida hata ukiona wakipigana ni kutoa video tu record wakimaliza mwendele na life.
Hakuna hata mtu akuja kukusaidia.
Well, it's another day, okay, they're fighting. All right. They'll be done.
Director anatukatia time na vile tuko kwa story hapa. Sawa.
Udako is sweet.
Director anasema time is saisa, tutoke kwa hewa.
Moral of the story, never let them meet.
Moral of the story,
Be wise.
Be wise. Me, let me tell you, moral of the story, do not ever contact the other woman or beat them because of that man. Do not empower that man to that extent.
Okay. Yes. Ukienda kumtafuta utampata. Yeah. Mike, uko na parting shot?
I think Doreen said it all, but also that dude was silly.
All right. That's it. Tupatane tena next week.